Good young player. Good young player. Talented. You know, they find ways to give him the ball, and you know he's good at what he does. So you know, a lot of respect for him. You know, being a young player and being able to make the impact that he's making already. So it's going to be a good challenge. It's kind of typical with when you got a player that you know can make some plays. You know, you're looking to get them the ball. So you know, it just goes along with he knows he has a young player that he can get the ball to and he can make some plays. So he's always going to look for him to be a guy that can create a mismatch. Uh, Really, just last week just was bad. It was a bad week for a lot of players, myself individually. You know, really, that was bad, and now it's Wednesday and we're getting ready for Atlanta. So, kind of erasing that out of my mind as far as continuing to think about it, but also just looking at it and knowing that what we got to get better at. But not thinking about, oh, we missed 14 tackles. We're trying to figure out how we can go again without missing any tackles. So not really dwelling on that, just trying to move forward and put a good, solid game plan together this week and go out there and dominate.
What's the key to ensuring y'all are a more physical team this weekend?
It's really no key to ensure that we're the most physical team. That's really just a mindset thing. So it's nothing you can do to ensure that you're the most physical team. You can lift all the weights in the world. You can jump the highest, run the fastest. But you know, if you don't have that mindset to go out and be physical, then it's not going to happen. So, you know, it's just a mindset thing. It's just something that we got to come back down and understand that, you know, we've been the most physical team for majority of the games we've played, and you know, we see what can happen when we're not that type of team on defense or offense, and you know, it's a bad outcome. So you know, we understand what took place last week and what we got to do to correct that.
Did it feel like the mindset wasn't where it needed to be in the Denver game?
Me personally, I would say it wasn't. I mean, you turn the tape on and turn that tape on, turn the Minnesota tape on, turn New England or Carolina or anybody else, and just look at the difference in the defense and offense and how they flew around and how they made plays. It was a huge drop off last week. So, you know, somebody else may feel different, but you know, I just let the tape tell it, and the tape says, you know, it was a different mentality for a lot of people. Back to where it needed to be. Guys locked in, guys focused. You know, guys understanding where they need to be, what they have to do, doing their job, not trying to do too much. You know, and you know, it felt good. It was a good solid first day in preparation for Atlanta. So you know, we're just trying to keep that going throughout the week because you know that's right, that's spot on as far as the last 2 weeks. Just practice not being as crisp as it was early on in the season, whether that be guys hurting or you know, just dinged up. You know, that's what treatment's for. And you know, if you can't be the guy that go out there and give it 110%, then you know that's the thing about this team. We have a lot of depth, and you got to let the next guy get in. So, you know, we're getting back to where we, you know, just a refresher and just a breath of fresh air. You know, okay, that happened, and now we got to move past it. And you know, we got 9 more weeks throughout this season, regular season, and you know, we can go out and continue to dominate. And we can forget about the Denver game, and everybody else will if we do what we have to do. So that's my goal, because that was just bad football.
It's been a year with Patterson in Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your impression before watching Atlanta, and what do you think about what they're doing this season?
He's been the same player. You know, since I've been with him. When I was in Minnesota with him, he was the same exact player. He wasn't used to this extent, but he did the same exact things, you know, when he had the limited opportunity that he did have. So it's really not a surprise to me that he's doing it, because, you know, he was a guy that when I got there, I looked and like, damn, like he can play some ball. He just wasn't getting the opportunity, you know, he may have wished he was getting, or the opportunity he's getting now. And, you know, everybody's just seeing it now, but it's something that I've been seeing just as a young player, and just getting into this league and seeing a guy that can play a lot of different positions, a big guy, about 230, 235, runs a 4.4. You know, he can really do it all. For me, it's just been belief, honestly. You know, personally for me, it feels good knowing I got a coach that believes in me, and that's really my main thing. I know I got coaches that believe in me and know that I can get the job done. So, trying to go out there and be the best player I can be for my own personal goals and the fact that they know I can do it and I don't want to let them down. So that's my main thing as far as just continuing the success individually, as a team, and as a defensive unit. It's just the fact that we have a belief behind us where he believes everybody can do it. Like, it doesn't really matter who's in. He has the belief in him. It's not a case where you may have a guy in but you don't fully believe in him and he can kind of feel it. Everybody believes that the next guy that comes in can go out and play good ball, and I think that's taken us a long way because we know that we have the coaches that's going to back us with regardless of anything.
How does he show you? How does he show y'all that he believes in you guys? I mean, he's telling you just if he's not going to put you out there if he doesn't.
It's something that we kind of figured that out early on. This is my 6th year in the league. I was with Detroit last year. I was with Minnesota for 4 years, and just the amount of guys we've had that played solid, meaningful football, that tells the tale. In a lot of those other places, it wasn't where you have throughout the first 4 to 5 weeks where you have 35 guys playing on defense and playing significantly. It's usually you have your core group of guys, or a guy may go down, you put another guy in. But it's been so different here because we have a lot of guys that's played good football. So I think that's helpful when you get to the back end of the season. You don't have a guy that's sat around for 13 weeks and not played anything, and then guys dinged up and now he has to play. I think it's just been that way, and it's been consistent throughout the year where we have guys that's going to play football week in and week out. So when it comes down to maybe a crucial playoff game or anything, we have guys that knows what it feels like to be out there.
Last one.
Yeah, it's another ball game. You can't really put too much into it. You're just going out there and preparing like it's another. Because if you put too much energy into, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, you're going to end up not doing anything. So we're just going out there and we're playing good ball. He's coaching how we would coach on a normal week. Whether it's Indy or it's Atlanta, same preparation that we have week in and week out.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.